Hello one and hello all, and today we are doing the week 2 of college review. Yippee! By the way, I do not know if D&D is going to be happening this week or not. I texted the group chat about it. Haven't heard back yet. Anyway, so let's start with how classes went. Monday there were no classes because Martin Luther King. Moving on to Tuesday. Tuesday, we had communications, English, and the astronomy lab. First lab of the semester, by the way. Honestly, I can barely remember what even happened those days. Most of the communication class is basically a lecture, and then you give like a 1 minute speech to like a fellow student or something like that. I think it was just like the revised elevator speech, so nothing crazy. Especially since I didn't change mine at all, and it never got graded, so who cares? And English, what the hell do we do in English? Right, we just kind of discussed chapters 1 and 2 in the textbook. That's kind of it. Moving on to the astronomy lab, we looked at a thing called stellarium. Now, it took me 50 minutes to even open the damn thing up, because I tried to download it onto my laptop, and that did not work. So I had to use like one of the laptops that they provided, because they had like a whole like cabinet just full of laptops with stellarium pre-downloaded, which I knew that. Before I downloaded it onto this thing, and I now have like 53 megabytes on my laptop. It's fucking useless at this point. Should probably get a new one, to be honest. Anyway, so, but like every single laptop that I was picking out was dead. I found one that was not dead, and guess what? The damn thing had to restart as soon as I turned it on. Like, if anything, it did have a full battery once we were done. Like with the restart, I actually got to do the stellarium stuff. Unfortunately, like an hour later when class was over, the damn thing had like 10% left. So like clearly the battery life is just complete dog shit on those things. Yeah, we looked at stellarium for an hour. At least it was an hour for me. A lot of people are having trouble from the sound of it. But we looked at that for an hour, and then we like answered some questions. I don't think that's been graded yet, to be honest. But anyway, moving on to Wednesday, we had astronomy again, baby. What did we talk about? A variety of things, to be honest. Mostly the stars, like constellations and stuff. Ooh, we talked about latitude, longitude. Did you know that longitude lines, the 0 point is just some random ass town in Britain because they decided that longitude lines exist, so they're like, fuck it, they start here. Of course, latitude starts at the equator, so that one actually makes sense. But longitude is just extremely arbitrary. Anyway, moving on. What was the next class that day? Right. History got canceled. So the reason why history got canceled was because the teacher had jury duty or some shit. He instead just replaced the class with an extra assignment, which was essentially just read this PDF, then answer some discussion questions about it, and then like talks amongst your classmates in like a discussion thread post forum thing. So yeah, that was due yesterday, and I did it yesterday. Well, technically, one part was due yesterday, the second part was due tomorrow. I did them both yesterday, because why not? But then we had the political theory class, in which we talked about Plato's The Republic. Now, unfortunately, I didn't read that yet. I thought we were just going to talk about the allegory of the cave still, and talk about the Matrix, which we did talk a lot about the Matrix. And somehow Barbie got thrown in there at one point. Yeah, so I was a little unprepared, but still managed to provide a little bit to the discussion. Soviet Russia got like mentioned at one point. And they left us with the assignment of like define justice. You got like a week to define justice. I kind of did it like in class right then and there. I did read The Republic, by the way. As of when I'm recording this, I did that like an hour ago. I also went ahead and read the week 3 stuff already, so I got all that done. It's just The Republic again, but it's just a different part. But anyway, I'm ahead of the game this time. Thursday, Foundations of Communication. We're going into the fact that we have a demonstrator speech we gotta do, so we gotta prepare for that. And then we did like a speech. It's my favorite Tuesday, to be honest. The class kind of blends together, but they had to make us do a speech like based on like certain topics. I picked the topic of like what is like most concerning about the future or whatever. I picked climate change. I think we did that Tuesday. Thursday, we had to like pick a topic and like give like a title to a speech about said topic, essentially. And you know, they give like a list of topics or whatever, you know. I chose masks fairly arbitrarily. And mine was like to inform people like proper mask wearing precautions. I know it's a super 2020 thing, but like I didn't. The topic was there. Someone like we were in groups, and everyone else had picked a different topic at that point. So it was either talking about like tricky advertising or masks. I was like, fuck it, masks. And for English that day, we just discussed chapter 3 in the textbook and reminded us, hey, you got a rough draft, you got a 3-page rough draft due by Tuesday. I'm working on that today and tomorrow, and probably Monday too. We'll see. We'll see if like I get it done tomorrow or not. But anyway, so what's next? What's next? It's a good question. Like history on Friday, we actually had it. It's crazy. So what the hell happened? We talked about Mesoamerica mostly, how people got to America, the shift from hunter-gatherers to agriculture, the Aztecs, the Mayans, and the Olmecs. So, fun stuff. Now then, moving on to... Actually, I guess I'll discuss homework stuff real quick. I just did a reading quiz for the history class. And I got 11 out of 15 right. Cool. Moving on. It ain't my best work, but like, yeah, it's good enough. It's the first quiz, you know? You gotta ease into it a little bit, you know? Moving on to club stuff. Chess club, obviously I went to that. Had a couple games. My current record is, I think it's 3 wins, 1 loss. Or, no. 4 wins, 1 loss. That's what it is. 4 wins, 1 loss. That's my current chess record. I'm not playing nearly as much as I was last semester, to be honest. Last semester, my win-loss ratio was like 15 wins, 39 losses. Already 2 weeks in, I've only had 5 games. Yeah, chess club. And the nice thing about chess club, people showed up again. Crazy. I also did invite a couple people to show up. Hopefully they do at some point. Hopefully Carl Lehman shows up. He said he was going to show up last week and he just kind of didn't. Hopefully he shows up one of these weeks. And then Peaks Review. I went to it's like a writing club thing. I went to it one time last semester, but I'm making an effort to like actively go to it this time. Um, so yeah, apparently they're teaming up with Theater Society to do some fun stuff, like write plays and shit. Unfortunately, I can't go to Theater Society. I would if I could, but I can't because the meetings are Wednesdays at 4. Do you know what I'm doing Wednesdays at 4? My 2 to 5 class. The political class, you know? I'm busy doing that. I'm in the last third of that class by that point, so I literally cannot go to Theater Society without skipping out on a third of that class. So yeah, I'm not doing that. And then we wrote down some. Well, everyone else wrote down prompts. I did not write down any prompts because I couldn't think of any. I was busy writing down a story. But everyone else was writing down prompts for like short reading, short like things we could write at the end of each meeting. And the the prompt this time that they picked was song lyrics. I didn't do that. I can't write those, okay? Like on the spot, no. So I just worked on a story I've been working on since last semester. I just did that, and then when they got to me, I said pass. And then they got back to me again, and I was like, still pass. No, I didn't write anything. Leave me alone. Give me a prompt that isn't songwriting, like rhyming, poetry style stuff. Give me something that's not that. And if that's what they're all gonna be, then fuck me. Guess I'm not writing. But like, anyway, miscellaneous stuff. I got a job now. I'll probably do a separate video all about it, but night assistant. My first shift is tonight. Other things, I went to an event called the Riff Off. It's based on a scene from Pitch Perfect. It's basically like Loki karaoke. And I did get a really cool prize from it. Vlog time. I got a goddamn microwave. Yeah, it's called the Bebop Blue Retro Microwave. And my first bowl of ramen with that today. So yeah, I got a microwave. That's nice. For free. That's the key detail. It was free. Anything else going on of note? I'm gonna apply to be an RA. Haven't done it yet. Probably gonna do it tonight. I've started on the process, but like I want an RA to like watch me do it to make sure I'm doing it right when filling out information and such. So I'll do the rest of that later. So yeah, I think that is about everything that's happened. Well, went to McDonald's a couple times. I don't know if that count. But yeah, I think it's about everything that I have to say. 13-minute video, quite a week. I'm in the Student Community Council now. I don't think I've mentioned that yet. Like, I don't think I mentioned that in the last video. I'm on the Student Community Council. In case I hadn't mentioned that already. So I'm now the Chess Club Treasurer, Student Community Council, and a night assistant. I'm just straight up in the Winona Cook staff at this point. Like, anyway, so if you've enjoyed this video, you can leave a like or subscribe if you feel like it, or you can leave a comment down below if you have anything to say about it. You can also follow me on Instagram at WillowX5, Snapchat, just search my name on WillowX. Well, it's probably gonna be one of those two. And until next time, I'll see you later, everybody. Bye bye.